you enjoy a morning cigar, but not sure how to pair it up with your coffee, keep watching and we're going to dive into that today. Alright, so today I've got a Camacho American barrel aged. Most of the tobacco for this actually comes from the United States, and then it is actually aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels. Not sure why that's so hard to say, but Kentucky bourbon barrels. Gives it some really nice notes of oak, bourbon. There's some nice molasses, earth. Take a look at my notes real quick, see what else Camacho had to say about this cigar. So yeah, Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. It is made in the Dominican Republic. The one I'm smoking today is the Torpedo Corto. So it's a 4.5 by 52. Really nice size for if you're just wanting to have a nice morning smoke where you're not trying to take up the whole day with your cigar. Although if you want to do that, we got the Torpedo Largo. This is pretty big guy right there. And then my personal favorite is the Perfecto. It's just a great looking cigar. Wrapper's kind of rustic looking, just phenomenal. And right now, I actually was able to pick up this 3-pack of these Figurados from Atlantic Cigar. I want to say the price was around like 18 bucks. So, a cigar like this, it's got a lot of flavor, a lot of punch to it. So the coffee that I decided to go with to kind of pair these up nicely was I guess you would call it cortado. It's got a little bit of cream in there, but it's mostly kind of espresso strength coffee. But the real important part there is how I extracted it, not the roast. A lot of the videos that I've seen that talk about cigar pairings, in any articles I've written, that kind of on the same subject, they always talk about the roast of the coffee, whether it's light roast versus dark roast. I think that's maybe to me like the wrong way of going about it. To me, it's really about how you brew the coffee. What kind of extraction are you getting? What kind of full flavors are you getting out of your coffee? This is actually a light roasted coffee, but I did it in a Moka pot, so it's really like that's really dark espresso, kind of style coffee. So all those flavors get pulled out, so it really has enough body to stand up to this fairly strong cigar. So for me, when I'm thinking about doing these pairings, I'm really thinking about what kind of cigar do I have, and is the coffee going to A, overwhelm my cigar, or just not be able to show up at all. So I would say my 3 ways of thinking about pairing, I would break it down to, if you got a really mellow cigar, you want to go with say a pour over, something that's going to give you a lot of flavor in the coffee, but it's not going to come on very too strong. It's not going to overwhelm your cigar. If you got something a little more medium flavored, I think a really good way of doing that is going to be your French press. French press is going to extract more of those oils, a little bit more full flavor, but it's not going to overwhelm your cigar either. And then for something with a really strongly flavored cigar, go with that espresso. You can use a Moka pot. The AeroPress is one of my favorites. If you have the luxury of an actual espresso machine at your house, also a phenomenal option. But you really can't go wrong either with any of those 3. It's going to give you a really strong, really phenomenal cup of coffee to enjoy with your equally amazing cigar. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would, give me a follow. I'll be posting basically about everything I'm interested in. So it's going to be from cigars, coffee, whiskey, a little bit of archery and hunting thrown in there, maybe even some truck stuff. We're actually doing a big rebuild on my first gen Raptor. So it's really going to be kind of a, I want to call it a hodgepodge. That sounds weird, but I guess that, for lack of a better word, I'm going to go with that. So also check out this video by Cigars Daily. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully I'll be able to make it show up over here. Tim is a bit animated when you're watching his videos, but he does a good, fairly in-depth but also quick review, and he knows way more about cigars than I do, so the link will also be in the description. I'll also include a link to the Catman review. I often check out his reviews when looking for a new and interesting cigar before I, kind of start laying out some, the bucks to get them in here. My local places don't always have some of the more boutique-like cigars. Finally, if you would, please give me and our upcoming company, Warrior Spirit Coffee, a follow on the gram. We're going to be going live in a few weeks, and we'd love to be able to get some support. It's a veteran-owned company that's also going to be doing a lot to give back to the veteran community and the first responder community. Thanks for watching. Drop any suggestions for the future videos in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. If you haven't had one of these cigars, you really should go out and get them. It's phenomenal. Excellent taste. I'm not an aficionado, but I love it. It's very good.